Hi everybody. This is going to be just a little lesson on bird bones and the muscular systems that they have. And so we're going to learn about how their design and their architecture or the infrastructure of the bird itself really helps with flight. So what I'm going to do here is just jot down some notes, and then these will go into your sketch notes that you guys have available in Google Classroom. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and switch the camera to here. And you guys should have the slideshow up. So this first one here, we're going to talk about bones. Okay, and for bones, they're quite interesting in the fact that they you may have heard, and I think actually some of you responded in our class the other day. The bones are very thin and lightweight, and it definitely helps them with flight, right? Because then they have to not expend as much energy, right? Because they're lighter. They are hollow, and they almost look like a honeycomb. You know, like the cereal honeycomb. If you look at the picture on slide 20, you could see a cross-section of the bone. So it has this honeycomb look, and actually the areas that are hollow are filled with air. And so then that reduces weight. Okay, so they don't have to expend as much energy. Especially if you think about some of these birds that migrate. They have to expend a lot of energy to migrate thousands and thousands of miles. If they were heavy, that probably couldn't happen, right? And a fun fact that is stated on slide 20 is that a pelican, as you can see there, is approximately 5 feet long, and it weighs about 20 pounds. That's the average. However, their bones weigh 23 ounces. Isn't that amazing? The bones definitely have helped with flight, like I've mentioned before. So when it comes to like their jaw, it is not heavy at all. They do not have any jaw muscles, and there's no chewing of food. There's no teeth. No jaw muscles. So it's almost like these are adaptations to just kind of reduce and be a more efficient system as a body. And so it definitely helps them with flight. And then even their skull bones are very thin. I'm running out of space here. So all of these are pretty much like adaptations to be lighter and therefore more efficient at flight. Okay? So that's pretty simple. Now let's talk about their muscles. Okay? Their muscles. So their muscular system, they do have large muscles for strength. And the largest one is the breast. And if you think about where the breast is, or the pec muscles, those are the ones that are used for powerful strokes of the wing. So if you think about when they fly, they definitely have to have that downstroke. I think that there is actually a swimming movement that's called that. The butterfly, maybe? That powerful downstroke where your hands would come back down to your waist area and your hip area. That muscle is really important for flight. Okay. so let's put that. So it equals flight. So it's very important for flight. They also have skin muscles, and these are attached to each feather follicle. And then that allows the feathers to alter their position during flight. So they do have also skin muscles, and these are attached to the follicle, and that's where the feather grows from. Okay, and so as a result of that, those muscles can, alter the direction or position of the feather. And that's during flight. Okay, so it's pretty complex regarding those feathers. We already had our lesson on feathers, but there's definitely a lot of, I guess, scientific information that you just don't even really think of or associate with them. Okay, and there's a good picture of the muscles and the way that they look on slide 23. Okay, so this whole sketch note, this whole thing on muscles and bones is on slides 20 to 22 and then slide 23. Okay, and that's the end of this lesson.